So I think in the social media space, it is part of a general, almost an ideological battle between historic command and control models and new collaboration models. And it's not exclusive to the public sector. Businesses are going through this as well. But if you go out there and look in the business world, you find that collaboration is winning. People can just see the value in collaboration. They understand that you simply can't scale a lot of things without entering into a collaborative or co-creative model. So I think the challenge for us is really to make that case in public sector, to demonstrate. There's an article of faith. We can look and say, you've got these sites like the Student Room, which has hundreds of thousands of UK students there, and you can say, look, there's clearly a huge public sector potential for people working with students in the UK to collaborate with people in that space. Just in terms of sort of simple cost effectiveness of your communications, it's got to be one of the most cost effective ways of communicating rather than perhaps some of the traditional media that you've used. But sort of specifying that return on investment or clarifying the kind of cost benefit of that particular opportunity, I think is one thing that we do want to advance. We can't do that. We're a kind of small team of volunteers. We can't do that for every government department and every government agency, but what we will be very strongly encouraging is that they do that for themselves, that they actually take a very proactive decision to say, in my particular area, I'm going to go and find the most important bits of social media that are going on. So if I'm dealing with agricultural things, I'm going to find where people are talking about problems to do with poultry farming, because they're there online and they've got significant proportions of the poultry farmers in the UK there. Let's go and find those and then come up with a strategy for engagement that's appropriate for them and us. And it's that sort of systematic approach, which we don't think has happened to date, which could make the case, because people will then get it, as they look at it on paper and understand the benefits of going into that. They understand that the risks have actually been thought through. But I say it's not something we can do. We can say we hope, or we would encourage, or we hope that a cross-governmental decision is taken to look at this seriously. I say otherwise it's a missed opportunity. Money is being spent on less efficient ways of doing this, less effective ways from a public service point of view. You could get somebody in a very short amount of time to do the desk research. Somebody sitting at a desk for a couple of weeks with internet access would be able to come back and tell you, this is where people are. There are fantastic tools out there that tell you how many people use which websites, how regularly. You can get great statistics, and you can compare that against your target group, and it's not rocket science. People in business are doing it constantly and making huge decisions about moving their advertising budgets on the basis of it. So there's no reason why people in government shouldn't be able to do it as well.